It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. We're gonna learn. We're gonna sing. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. Hi everyone, it's Titi time, and I'm so glad that you're here to spend time with me. Today's episode is talking about food allergies. Now, there are a lot of allergies that exist that are not food, but today is only about food. Some people are allergic to a couple things, some people are allergic to a lot. There are allergies that are more common than others, and then there's some that are pretty rare. Some people might be allergic to a fruit or a vegetable. They might be allergic to a group of fruits, or they might be allergic to things like eggs, gluten, dairy, soy, nuts, fish. There's all sorts of things that people can be allergic to. But even if you have allergies, it doesn't mean that you have to miss out on the foods that you love. And that is what Olivia learns today in her Titi tale. Some people eat fruit, some people eat meat. Others are really big on sweets. Some say veggies are all the rage. Others mainly use dairy and eggs. Well, we like what we like, and we eat what we eat. A mixture of savory, salty, and sweet. Eat what we eat. Oh, eat what we eat. There are so many tasty things that are worth trying, so we can add foods to the list of foods we eat and eat what we eat. Some people like snacks, some people like meals. Others really like restaurant deals. Some people like to cook, some people do not. For some, prepackaged meals hit the spot. Well, we like what we like, and we eat what we eat. A mixture of savory, salty, and sweet. Eat what we eat. Oh, eat what we eat. There's so many tasty things that are worth trying, so we can add foods to the list of foods we eat. The foods that we eat. And eat what we eat. And now it's time for Titi Tales. Olivia was a baby when she went to live with her grandpa, Trevor, and he was happy to take care of her. As she grew up, her grandpa noticed that she was getting rashes on her arms and face every time she ate. Olivia, I have to take you to the doctor, but I will be with you the entire time, her grandpa said before he took her to see her pediatrician because the rash was getting worse. Olivia's pediatrician referred her to see a special doctor for allergies, and the next day her grandpa took her to the allergist appointment. Dr. Collins was very kind. He ran a few tests before confirming that Olivia's rash was hives due to allergy. As Olivia got older, she developed more food allergies. Her grandpa made many changes to her diet to keep her healthy and safe. He also researched so he could learn to make her different recipes to ensure that she never felt left out. Each week, he would go to the store to look for products that did not contain any of Olivia's allergens. He also taught her how to read labels so she could avoid eating foods that could make her sick. Olivia's grandpa did all that he could to support her, as did her best friend. Jordan had been Olivia's next door neighbor since they were both babies. Every day, they visited each other's houses. Jordan's parents made sure to have plenty of healthy, allergen-free snacks and food for Olivia to eat when she came over to their home. While Olivia was hanging out with Jordan, her grandpa spent time making different allergen-free recipes. Because he was always making food, he had become a very good cook and baker. One day after her appointment, Olivia's grandpa gave her a special surprise. He took her to a restaurant, his new restaurant. Olivia was very excited for her grandpa. She was also excited because she had not been able to eat at a restaurant since she developed allergies. And now it's time for today's topic with Titi. At a very young age, Olivia started having rashes. Her grandpa was concerned, so he took her to the pediatrician. Her pediatrician sent her to another doctor who discovered that Olivia was allergic to a few foods. As she got older, she developed more allergies. What was Olivia allergic to? Exactly. Fish, seafood, eggs, gluten, sesame, soy, dairy, peanuts, and tree nuts. Her grandpa had to research different recipes so he could make Olivia food that she would enjoy. Olivia's grandpa, her best friend, and his family did what they could to make sure that Olivia always had food that she liked. Olivia learned that she could still enjoy the food she loved, and we can learn that lesson as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with Titi. Allergies can be small. Allergies can be big. Having allergies can be tough, whether you're an adult or a kid. Avoiding something that makes you sick can be hard if you like it. But with the help of your friends and family, you'll find plenty of food to eat. Sometimes allergies change, sometimes they go away. But even if they stick around, just know that you'll be okay. Avoiding something that makes you sick can be hard if you like it. But with the help of your friends and family, you'll find plenty of food to eat. Avoiding something that makes you sick can be hard if you like it. But with the help of your friends and family, you'll find plenty of food to eat. Plenty of food to eat. Olivia and her grandpa spent a lot of time together doing activities to make food more fun. When they went shopping, her grandpa would print pictures of fruit trees and plants for a fruit scavenger hunt. Can you name these fruits Olivia was supposed to find? Apples, oranges, watermelon, peaches, grapes, kiwi, lemons, bananas, mangoes, starfruit, dragon fruit, papaya, plums, pomegranate, pineapple, pears, guava, coconuts, cherries, passion fruit, and cranberries. Olivia and her grandpa also visited many U-picks. I have visited some too. Here are a few pictures of what I was able to pick at the U-pick farm. At a U-pick, U-pick. At a U-pick, U-pick. You might grab some strawberries and a handful of blueberries at a U-pick, U-pick. Today in Olivia's Titi tale, she found out that having a lot of allergies is not a fun thing. Because she was allergic to eggs, soy, nuts, and gluten, there were a lot of store-bought foods and prepackaged snacks that she could not eat. She could not have cookies or cake. She could not have brownies or any other food that you would bake that would have eggs, gluten, soy, or nuts in it. Because she was allergic to dairy, that meant that she could not have pizza from a restaurant. She could not have milkshakes or any of the things that people enjoy who can have dairy. But her grandfather learned how to make a lot of different things for her. He practiced until he got good at it, and he made her all of the foods that she enjoyed so she would not have to feel left out. If you have allergies, you might understand how she was feeling too. I have a lot of allergies. I have food allergies, some of the ones that Olivia has, which means that I have to avoid certain foods too, or I get very sick. But because I have learned what things I can eat, what things I cannot eat, and what things I can make differently so that I can eat them, I do not have to miss out either. If you're allergic to eggs and you want to eat something like cake or brownies, you can use yogurt or applesauce to replace the eggs. I've had desserts like that and they taste pretty good. If you're allergic to cheese, they have dairy-free cheese. If you're allergic to gluten, they have gluten-free options. So there are a lot of things out there for people who have allergies so that they do not have to miss out on eating the foods that they love. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out with Titi.